it's Liz from Old Stables Craft. Sorry about that. For some reason, my computer didn't want to show my face. How very rude. Anyway, it's Saturday, so it's Simple Stamping Saturday, and I have a classic Simple Stamping Saturday for you. One simple card and then two stepped up versions. Just how Simple Stamping Saturday should be. And I've got new product. So, some of you may be able to guess what I'm going to be using. Some of you may not. It depends on whether you follow me on YouTube. If you follow me on YouTube, as in subscribe and hit that all alerts bell, you may have seen my YouTube live earlier this week where I was unboxing the pre-order for the new, coming in November, 7th of November, I think, for customers, online exclusives. So let me flip the camera down. Whoops, my computer really doesn't want to play. There we go. Right, so I've got very little on my desk, but what I'm playing with, Fluffiest Friends, and I'm pairing it with So Sincere. So the So Sincere stamp set is in the current mini. It's got pretty much every sentiment you will ever need. So we've got You're in My Hearts and Prayers, which I have to say I use quite often. Just for You, So Very Proud of You, which we're going to be using today. A Vertical Happy Birthday, which is always handy. Hope You're Feeling Better Soon. So Thankful for You. Hope Your Day is a Happy One, which can be for any occasion. Your Kindness is So Appreciated. Be grateful for what you have. Be proud of who you are, which I think is a really great sentiment. Just love Just love spending time with you. Great if you are running classes. That could be if you're doing in-person classes, you could use that as part of your table gift, or if you've got a retreat, those sorts of things, or just spending time with friends. And then Knowing You Brings Joy to My Heart. Really lovely. So those are the sentiments. For Fluffiest Friends, did I say furriest? Fluffiest Friends, which is one of the November online exclusives, has no sentiments, so is great for whatever language you're using, and then you can just pair it with whichever sentiment you want. So it can be for anything. And as I say, I'm using the So Proud of You sentiment today. We've got a little bunny with a cupcake, a bird, a beaver with a heart made out of sticks, some flowers, a cat with a potted plant, a very, very plump bear with a pot of honey, some bees, and a very, very plump hamster. I mean, they're all plump, let's face it. A hamster with a balloon. And then we've got a nest, which we can obviously have our bird in if we wish. So those are the stamp sets I'm using, both red rubber. I should add that if you want the Fluffiest Friends, which is a bundle, you get a die for all of the main characters, not the bees or the flowers, but you get some leaf dies, you get some grass, you get some balloons, you get a beehive and a branch. So some really lovely dies, and as I say, one for each of the main areas, including the nest. You can get these by adding them to a starter kit, and do remember that during November we've got the 35 or 35 starter kit offer. So you can either have 35% off the price of your starter kit or put 35% more into your starter kit. Really great time to join. So do have a think about that, because you can put your online exclusives in. However, you don't want to know about that. What you want to know about is, and I want to find, is what we're making today. And this is the card that I have put together. So it's just a white note card, our little bird, So Very Proud of You. And I've just coloured this with watercolour pencils, and I'll come on to those in a minute. And I've just popped the little bird down on the outside of the envelope as well. So that is our simple card. Now, I have already stamped the sentiments, and there is a reason for that, but I'm going to do it again. Sentiments? both stamps. I'm going to do it again so you can see how I do it, and I'll then explain why I have done it already. Come on, open up. So I'm going to start with the So Very Proud of You. So that's coming up to about a third of the way up towards the right, and just stamp straight down. And I'm using Tuxedo Black. It's a really good basic ink to have. Then I'm going to ink up my little birdie, and I love that it's looking up, so we can nestle that in amongst the sentiment. And we've got our So Very Proud of You, which I think for a little baby bird is just perfect. Now, the reason I have already stamped is because these do need to dry. And because we're looking at a note card, it takes a little bit longer for them to dry, because our smooth white card is meant to take ink, so it dries really quickly, it sinks in, rather than this sits on the top a little. Now, watercolour pencils. I have just treated myself to a new set of the watercolour pencils because there are new colours in here. And I want to show you what's come out and what's gone in. Just trying to find a little piece of paper. So I could have been doing this waiting for everything to dry, but hey ho, I'll just end up with 3 cards looking like this. So I'm going to use Daffodil Delight and Pumpkin Pie, but I want to show you, not that, I want to show you Pecan Pie and Highland Heather. So these are the 2 new colours. No, it's not Highland Heather, it's Fresh Freesia. So this is Fresh Freesia. And it is a really good Fresh Freesia. Oh, can I zoom? Let's zoom. If I pop it there, I think I can zoom. Just about. So there we are, Fresh Freesia. Now, obviously, you can layer it up. You can add more pigment, which is going to get it darker and will make it more Highland Heather-esque. So that's Fresh Freesia. We do have in the second set, I want to say we do have Gorgeous Grape. So this is Gorgeous Grape, which is in assortment 2, which, ooh, I've dropped that. The lead has broken. Never mind. So that's Gorgeous Grape versus Fresh Freesia. And then we've now got Pecan Pie as our other new colour. So this is Pecan Pie, which is a lovely brown. And we currently have, this is Cajun Craze, also in the second assortment, which is a much more terracotta colour, as you would expect. And we also have, if I can find it, where's it gone? There it is, in the first assortment. So this is the new version of the first assortment. We've got Early Espresso. So we've now got 3 browns, which is a really good option to have, because if I was doing the nest, for example, that would be really useful to have. What we have lost, and I will show you what we've lost, is Rich Razzleberry. Oh, apparently something's arriving. I do actually know what is arriving, but that was my smart speaker. So Rich Razzleberry has gone and Bermuda Bay has gone. But what we have in selection 2 is A, Gorgeous Grape, but also we have, can't find it. There we are, Coastal Cabana. So this is Coastal Cabana, which is the lighter version of Bermuda Bay. So we've lost this one, but we've already got this. We've lost Rich Razzleberry, but we've got Gorgeous Grape. We've also got Cherry Cobbler, which is a slightly redder version. But, ooh, break that lead as well. There we go. So we've got colours that will cover what we've lost, particularly Coastal Cabana versus Bermuda Bay. So I've just got to remind myself to not use Rich Razzleberry or Bermuda Bay in any upcoming videos, because you won't be able to get them. Right, so as I was saying, the reason I had stamped this already was so that everything would dry, and then of course I blethered on about what's happened to the colours. So pumpkin pie for the beak, and then I'm just going to do all of this little birdie in Daffodil Delight, and then the card will be done, apart from stamping on the envelope. Now, so I needed this to dry. The reason that I suddenly realised I need the ink to dry was when I did the first card, I went straight in with the colours, and Daffodil Delight with grey smudges is not an attractive look. Just saying. So yeah, I learnt my lesson and left it to dry. So there we go, that's that. We can fold that in half, grab my Boon folder, and there is our card. Then if I grab an envelope, making sure it's the right way up, and there it is, buried, a scrap of paper. So it's the mini grid paper that sadly we don't have anymore. I'd say I have quite a lot because I bought lots of it when it was retiring. And then we can just stamp our little face down there. And I'm not colouring that, I'm just leaving it as a little hint of what's on the inside. So that's our simple version, and it is really simple but really fun. So my two stepped up versions, let's clear some of the mess, are this one, which I've just used the 2" and the 1¾ circle punch. I've coloured my bird with watercolour pencils, but I added in the pecan pie for its chest and its wing. This paper is Daffodil Delight from the Colour Family 6x6, and that's a 2" circle punch. This is 1¾ I fussy cut this, and I've done some splatter with the pecan pie Stampin' Right marker, so I've just flicked pecan pie across. So that's my first stepped up. Very simple still, just introducing some circle punches and a bit of fussy cutting. And then this one, I've used the die, a blending brush with Daffodil Delight, again fussy cut the sentiment and added some linen thread behind, just as a bit of an extra. So really this is just adding the dies and some blending brush. So those are my 3 projects. We've got the very simple stamp colour with watercolour pencils, slightly stepped up, introducing some circle punches and a bit of fussy cutting, spritzing, and then our final one, blending and the dies. So I hope you have enjoyed that. Do have a look at my unboxing video if you are looking to join. The fact that you can put the meandering meadow, let me come up properly. So if you did the 35% off, you could, now I have to check the figures, for £64.35 you could add your usual £130 of product, which would be the Meandering Meadows suite and the Fluffiest Friends bundle. That would get you to £29 and I think 25p. And you could get all of that for £64.35, free shipping, so free postage, and the £64.35 is less than the cost of the suite. So you get a discount on the suite and you get the Fluffiest Friends free. I mean, it's amazing. And obviously that works in euros as well. So for euros, it would be £83.85 for the 35% off price of the starter kit, but you'd still get your £175 of product. Now, if you wanted to have the suite, the new bundle and some other bits, you could just put an extra 35% into your starter kit, £99, €129, and you would get £175.50 in your starter kit product, or €236.25 in your starter kit. So either way, you get free postage, and then you get 20% off your, at least 20% off your orders until the end of April next year. Just saying. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely Saturday. We've got our Apple Day in the village tomorrow, so I'm helping out with that this afternoon, baking cakes and things in preparation. And then we're hoping to press a lot of apple juice tomorrow. So hope you have an equally fun day, and I will see you next week. Bye for now. Oh, can't find the end. Why can I never find the end screen? Thank you very much and have a great weekend. Bye.